Okay, today we're looking at Russ's swing. Russ contacted me via YouTube, I think it was, Russ, wasn't it? And asked me to take a look at his swing. He's emailed me over his swing here. As you can see, he's a left-hander. I'm just going to give you a quick comparison on this video, Russ. This is your first thing you need to work on. I've got another lesson coming from you as well from the other angle, but let's start from here. If we compare you here on the left to a well-known player here on the right, what we're going to see is quite a different setup position. Look how far back your hips are set, really far back. You've got your right pocket way outside your right foot at address. Sorry, your left pocket for you as a left hand. Left pocket way outside your left foot. If you look on the better player's swing here on the right, you'll see his left pocket is over the inside of his left foot. This in turn sets his hands up to the ball a little bit more. Where for you on your swing, you're going to see your hands are setting back a little bit away from the ball behind it. So it's quite a negative setup. You're behind the ball. It's going to encourage hitting the ground. It's going to make it very hard for you to get through the ball properly to make a consistent strike. So if we move your swing on, what's going to happen now, because of this poor setup at the beginning, you're going to start seeing quite a poor hip movement throughout your swing. So we're seeing a lot of swaying on the backswing. Big sway to your left, our right, as we watch the screen here, where if we take you right up to the top of your backswing, which is there. Oh, sorry, move that on too much. Let's bring that back. So top of your backswing there. If we move the better player on to the top of their backswing, you're going to see the way they turn against their left leg here. So you can see the better player here has turned against his left leg. So he's created much more of a coil into his left foot, where for you, you've swayed and we've started to see the knee, the left knee, really bow out at the top of your backswing, which is very weak. It's going to make it very hard for you now to push through and get any kind of weight shift into the ball. So if we bring you down into the ball, Russ, what happens? You're having a good effort at getting across here. You really are going for that. It's a lot of work to get across. So when you hit the ball, which is here, we see that you've got across. Not bad, a little bit behind the ball still with your weight, because we're seeing your left knee, or your right knee, sorry, has managed to get across, but the rest of your body's really fighting to get across and is a bit late. It's behind the ball, which is going to encourage you to hit some duff strikes. If we watch the better play here, look at that shift. First movement on the downswing really drives the weight up onto the front foot, hitting against what we call a solid left side. It's a lovely straight leg. And then we see not so much of a dramatic lean back in the upper body. So basically the right pocket is way forward of where it begun, where for you, your right pocket is barely forward of where it begun, arguably even behind. So for me, Russ, the first thing we need to fix for you to start getting your spine angle, which you mentioned from the other camera angle you've sent me, which isn't quite right, which we need to look at. We've got to sort out your setup position first though. You can't start that far behind the ball. Get your hip, your left hip, over the inside of your right foot. So get your left hip for a left-hander, right hip for a right-hand golfer. Get that over the inside of your left foot, and also let your hands get up level with the ball. Give that a go. Let me know how that gets on, and I will post your second video shortly. I hope this helps.